Welcome to Fanatics Live, where we virtually connect you with your favorite stars and athletes right at home. Tonight, we will be meeting with fans, signing autographs, and engaging in live Q&A. Now, let's welcome our host.
What's up, everyone? Welcome into another episode of Fanatics Live, where we bring your favorite athletes to you right at home. My name is MC, and I'm excited to bring in tonight's guest. We're actually making some history with this one tonight. But before we get started, I want to let you know that tonight's show is brought to you by the FanChats Rewards Card by Fanatics. As a FanChats Rewards card holder, you'll receive benefits and perks, including access to unforgettable experiences with athletes. You'll earn 6% fan cash on every purchase, exclusive deals, offers, and much more. Now, I know I've said this before, nothing gets me more hyped than SEC football. Like they say, it just means more. Today, we have an awesome opportunity to meet with a current player from one of the powerhouses of the conference, the University of Alabama. What's even cooler about this show is that our guest will be the first ever NIL athlete on the broadcast. This past year, the NCAA passed a new rule for players, allowing them to benefit from their name, image, and likeness. And this guy is navigating this new college sports world with grace, on top of putting up W's almost every weekend. You can read the title of the show to know who it is, but it's always fun to amp up the suspense a little bit. So without further ado, let's please give a warm Fanatics Live welcome to John Metchie III. What's up?
What up? Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for joining us. I know you had a late practice, but we appreciate you coming on and doing this with us.
Always, got to get that work in.
Yeah, I'm sure you're a very busy man. Before I pass this off to our live guests who are dialed in, ready to ask you some questions, I have some questions of my own, if that's all right.
Of course.
Okay. So, like I said, you're our first NIL athlete on the show. You're one of the first college Fanatics exclusive athletes that we've had on our roster. So that's been really exciting, getting to navigate that on our side as well. But we're curious what the change is like for you. Like, what are some of the differences in your day-to-day now that you have the ability to do some of these leadership type events and work with different businesses and brands?
It's cool. It's really different. I'm really glad I got to be a part of it this year. But it's cool, especially just being a kid at college. You can help your family, have some money in your pocket, but also the places you like to go eat. You can always do deals with them, so that's always a pretty cool thing for me.
Yeah, definitely the food. That's a great idea. I didn't even think about that. That's a wonderful idea. I know the rule is pretty new, but we see a lot of players taking advantage of the opportunity, which is great. But how do you think this is going to benefit the NCAA just overall?
I think in many ways. I think it finally allows players to just gain benefits from all the work that they put in and do and help their families. I think it'll help with the video game coming back, so that'll be cool. But I just think in many, many ways. Yeah,
we're definitely excited to watch it take off. And like you said, it's business. Y'all are working hard. It's good for you guys. So we're excited, and we're excited to have you on the Fanatics exclusive roster. You were roommates with Jerry Jeudy. You've seen Tua, Mac Jones, Waddle, Smith, just to name a few players that you've gotten to really see excel at Alabama. But it's clear that the school has figured out the answer to the equation to get you guys into the league. So how do you feel, like as a current player, how do you feel that the program is preparing you for that next level?
I think just by competition, like the saying where they're like iron sharpens iron. I think it's just that, knowing that every day at practice you're going against the best, competing with the best, and it's just practice is really where it's really the game. Most practices are harder than the game, so I think it's just that kind of environment. Yeah,
iron sharpens iron for sure. They're building you guys for toughness, and it's paying off. So we're going to keep our eyes out on you. We're excited to see where you may end up. But right now, you're currently in Alabama. But let's take a step back. Born in Taiwan, lived in Ghana, moved to Canada, played in Maryland, and like I said, we're back in Alabama. Have you had a discussion with Pitbull to like claim the title of Mr. Worldwide or no?
That's actually a good one. That's actually a good one. I think I should, because I've been in a lot of places. I think
I
I
mean,
should.
you're actually worldwide. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we know some people. Maybe we can work with Pitbull, and you can share the name.
I
In all
think so.
in all seriousness, though, tell us about your upbringing, some of those traditions that are from your mom's side, your dad's side, and just kind of what your life was like growing up.
Yeah, it was. So my mom's Taiwanese. I was born in Taiwan. I'm half Taiwanese. So of course I had the whole Chinese tradition and upbringing and all. But I grew up in Ghana, so we lived in Africa. But I had a Taiwanese mom, and I'm half Nigerian, so half African. So it was kind of like both cultures. Um, and then moving to Canada was kind of just bringing that with us. But now we're in North America, so it's always being around different kinds of people. Being around different cultures, being exposed to so many cultures. I think that just mainly shaped my character, like my ability to relate with people, relate with different cultures, and then even coming down to Alabama, it has its it has a culture of its own. So that's
Sure.
another addition to it.
Yeah, I thought that story was incredible just reading your background. I'm like, I don't think a lot of people know this. I mean, I'm sure there's been some stories, but thanks for sharing that with us. That's very, very cool. And yeah, we'll send this to Pitbull. We'll get an agreement.
We can at
Maybe
least figure something out.
maybe
Maybe
you
we
can
can
like
like
share it for
share it. Yeah,
a couple months out of the year. You can be Mr. Worldwide, and then we'll give it back to Pitbull.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, we'll work on it. Okay, that's it for me. I'm going to pass it off to our guests who are dialed in backstage, super eager to meet you. We're going to start with Jennifer. She's calling in from Mobile. She has been a fan of the Crimson Tide her entire life. And her favorite tradition at Alabama, winning national championships. I think that's pretty
Of
fair.
course.
So let's bring in Jennifer to hear her question.
Hello, good evening.
Hey
If
Jennifer, how are you?
chosen, I'm good, thank you. If chosen for the NFL, which team would you like to play for?
That's a great question. That's a great question. I don't really have a favorite team, and I couldn't really say I've ever had a favorite team. I'm from Canada, so like, there's no team from Canada. Um, Honestly, I don't know. I think it would probably just be whoever took the chance on me, and I guess whoever just took the first chance on me.
Well, we'll play this video back once you go. We know you're gonna go. We'll play this video back and see where you end up. But let's get that mini helmet autographed for you, Jennifer. This will be a nice addition to your Alabama collection. I'm sure you got some good stuff going.
Oh, yes.
I got you, Jennifer.
Awesome. Yep. Show that to
Awesome.
the camera. That's great. We'll get
Thank
that
you.
shipped out to you soon, Jennifer. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Steve calling in from Tampa, Florida. And he said that the hit, and I know you know what this is, from the 2020 SEC championship is what put you on his radar. He said he knew immediately that this is a power player. And his go-to concession order on game day is a nice cold one, a good old beer, which I can appreciate that too. So let's bring on Steve.
Thank you so much. It's great to meet you, John. I work for Fanatics and did not realize you were such a global brand. So welcome to the family.
Appreciate you, man. It's good to meet you too.
Roll Tide. I've been going to games since I was 3 feet tall, Coach Bryant, all the way back. And my guess tonight was that Coach Saban kept you guys late tonight practicing.
Yeah, it's getting darker earlier, so it kind of just feels like we out there all day, to be honest.
Well, my oldest daughter, Samantha's here with me, and she went to Alabama as well. We're big fans. So quickly to my questions. Which group of fans do you feel are most passionate about sports? Canadian hockey fans or Alabama football fans? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I got to hear this answer.
Honestly, that's easy for me. I'll say Alabama football fans, but mainly because I haven't really experienced Canadian hockey fans. So I kind of don't know, but Alabama football fans, I'm certain of how dedicated they are.
I love it. And one quick follow-up is that Eli Gold and I were texting this morning. I told him that we were going to meet on the show, and one of the questions that he suggested I ask you is what really goes on in the sanctity of the locker room at halftime. And I said, if he's going to be looking over his shoulder to make sure Saban's not there listening to his answer. But anyway, go ahead.
I think, honestly, it's a time to regroup. Everybody just gets back with their units and make adjustments. I think at halftime it's crucial to make those adjustments, and I think that's a very pivotal point in every game.
Great. Well, best of luck the rest of the season. We'll be cheering for you, and we'll be at the national championship hopefully again this year, watching you guys win. And you kicked butt in Miami this past year. We were there, so
Most
great to
definitely
meet you.
appreciate you. Thank you, too.
Great questions, Steve. We'll get that mini helmet autograph for you. And we appreciate you taking the time and joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Let's check out the autograph. Don't go too soon now. We got to see the autograph. We got to see the bread and butter.
I got you, my guy.
Yeah. Roll Tide.
It's
All right. Last and definitely not least, we have Tandy calling in from Tampa, Florida as well. Watching your 80-yard touchdown in the first few minutes of the Texas A&M matchup in 2020 is when he put his eyes on you and said, this is the player that we need to keep watching. And he loves the passion from the fans, the players, the coaches, and he says that is what fuels the game day feeling. So let's bring on Tandy.
Hey, John.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Appreciate the time, man. I'm also a fellow Tampa resident and Fanatics employee along with Steve, so we carry the banner there for you, and I would love to have you come visit the office sometime. But I've got a question for you about T-Town, about Tuscaloosa. So just real quick background, I didn't grow up in Alabama. My family's from there, but I grew up in various parts of the country, New York City, mostly in Florida, very different from Alabama. So when I went to Bama, I got to experience the people and the culture at a whole new level, and I just fell in love with it. And my question, I guess, finally to you is, as worldly a man as you are, and you mentioned the culture impact earlier, what aspects of the city, the people, the culture, are you really connected to, do you think?
Man, yeah, just like you, when I came down, the culture was new for me. It was different. I would definitely just have to say the football, the culture of football, the way the fans get into it's like nowhere I've been before, whether it be in Canada or high school or anything like that. So I would say just the whole culture around football is my favorite part of it.
Any barbecue or meat and threes or
see, that's
any
the thing.
food?
That I think that's the most confusing part about Alabama to me is when I came here, I thought like barbecue was like a sauce, like, you know, barbecue wings. But then like people were like they're gonna get barbecue, and that was like the entree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what confused me. But I've had a couple, but I'm still on my barbecue as a sauce type thing.
Yeah.
You thought we were just eating bowls of barbecue
it didn't
sauce?
make any sense to me because
Like
I know
soup?
like barbecue wings, but they were like that restaurant is just barbecue, and I was like, I don't think that makes sense.
Well, you need to just take a deep dive into the barbecue world in Alabama. It's not a bad place to be.
I'm not sure how that fits into the diet.
Say that again?
Exactly.
I'm not sure how that fits into the Saban diet. Is that allowed these days?
Yeah.
I run it off.
Well, we're gonna get that mini helmet done for you, Tandy. And thanks again
for
for
the time again, John.
Most definitely. Appreciate you. Gotta get you some barbecue soon.
All right. I'll be in Atlanta, so looking forward to seeing you there on December 4th.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Tandy. All right. Those were some good questions. We had some great guests coming in. We're going to move on over to some of the questions we had on social media. So if you're watching, make sure you're following Fanatics on Instagram. Before each show, we post a story where you can submit your questions to your favorite athletes, and you can have a chance to get it featured on the show, just like these people. So be sure to follow us there, and we'll jump right in with Kyle's question. He says, one of your favorite players, who's a favorite player that you consider a GOAT? Any sport.
Julio Jones. Oh, Messi.
Oh, Julio Jones and Messi.
Yeah,
Who do you
I got a
think's
couple.
faster, Julio Jones or Messi?
No, I'll probably say Julio.
Really?
I don't know, because Messi kind of short. You know what
He's
I'm saying?
short,
I
but
think
that makes him a little more agile.
he could probably run like longer. Definitely can run longer. He plays soccer.
Yeah.
But
Those
yeah,
are legitimate goats, though. Yeah.
football wise, I would say Julio.
Okay. And up next is Russell. Don't get mad at him for asking this question. He just some good friendly competition.
Hey, John, this is Russell Powell here. I'm from Noonan, Georgia, but I currently reside in Jacksonville, Florida. But I had a question for you. How do you feel about a potential matchup with those Georgia Bulldogs this year in that Dogs defense? Sick 'em. Roof 'em.
Hopefully we get to play him, and I'm excited for it. Excited for the competition. Love competition, so just really excited for it.
Yeah, Georgia's really shaping up to be a good competitor for Alabama each and every year. So I'm excited to watch that one too. We'll see how that one turns out. Before we keep going with the rapid fire round, we're going to take a short break to hear a word from today's sponsor.
Introducing the FanCash Rewards Credit Card by Fanatics. Earn 6% FanCash when you shop with your card on Fanatics.com with exclusive cardholder perks and 6-month special financing on purchases of $150 or more. Text now to apply or go to Fanatics.com.
Today's show is brought to you by the FanCash Rewards Card by Fanatics. For more information on exclusive perks and benefits of being a cardholder, head on over to Fanatics.com, or you can text FAN EVENTS to 94323 and apply for your card today. Okay, let's get it. This is the rapid fire round. The only rule is you cannot think. I want the first thing that pops into your head when I give you these categories, okay?
Yeah.
All right. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
It's coming up. Favorite CFL team?
Calgary Stampeders. My brother plays on it. Royce Metchie. Shout out.
Shout out. I love a good shout out. Player you model your game after?
John Metchie.
That was good. I was like, wait, what did he just say? That was a good one. Okay, I don't know if you drink coffee, but I'm going to make you choose Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts, or Starbucks.
Tim Hortons. Gotta go with it.
Oh, man, I dream about that coffee. It is so good.
Really?
Yes. Favorite away stadium you've played in?
Oh, Auburn.
Jordan Hare?
Okay. They always come out for it.
I mean, yeah, they really do. Who has the aux cord in the locker room?
In the locker room? Ooh, Jordan Battle.
What kind of a genre do they play?
Jordan, all kinds. He plays all kinds, but lots of Florida music, of course.
Okay. Poutine versus crab cakes. Which one wins?
And see, I was in Maryland, so the crab cakes, they get down with the crab cakes. But I would take poutine over crab cakes, to be honest.
We were doing so good.
I lost you right there.
Said that. Yeah. I don't know if we can keep going, but I do have a couple more questions. Pregame superstition.
My socks, they got, like when you got a pebble in your shoe, that feeling. Mm-hmm. My socks got to be perfect. Like I'll take it off and put it on until I get it perfect, and then my shoe got to be perfect on it. Yeah.
Okay. If you had a catchphrase, like something that you think you say a lot, what would it be?
Something I say a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I say LOL a lot.
Like you actually say LOL?
Like when somebody says that, I'd be like LOL.
This is the world we live in nowadays. We just speak in text language.
Pretty much.
Have you ever been able to make Saban smile?
I don't know. Probably. I feel like he smiles a fair amount of times.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Okay, and you don't have to do this one, but I'll just see how much I can get out of you. Can you do a impersonation of Nick Saban? No? Come on.
I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to be honest.
We'll practice it, and next time we talk, we'll go back and forth. Okay.
Do you have one?
I know he likes to call it a program instead of a program. No, I love Nick Saban. I love that man. I think I just love watching him. I love his energy and I love his intensity.
Definitely. Greatest coach. Go.
No, we'll roll tide. Okay, well, that's it. You did great. You're a wonderful guest on today's show. I do always like to give the floor to our guests if you want to say anything to your fans, the viewers watching, and just maybe the Alabama fan base.
I guess just appreciate the Alabama fans for always supporting and always coming out and supporting the team. We really appreciate it.
Well, great. We wish you the best of luck with the rest of the season. Good luck on Saturday, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thanks, John. All right, that is the end of today's show. I know it was a late night. Sorry about the late start, but practice is priority. We gotta accommodate for these players. That's not stopping our schedule this week. We have 2 more shows. Up next on November 11th, we have star of the New York Yankees. That's right, Mr. Aaron Judge will be on the broadcast. And on Friday, the 12th, we will be hosting a member of the inaugural team for the Seattle Kraken, center Ryan Donato. Be sure to follow us on social media at Fanatics to stay in the loop on upcoming shows, and look out for opportunities to submit your questions to your favorite athletes and have a chance to be featured on this show. For more information on how to get involved or to watch previous broadcasts, you can visit fanatics.com/live. As always, stay safe and have a great night.